Hey, what's going on, guys? Over here, and welcome back to another episode of my F1 2018 Alfa Romeo Fantasy Career Mode here on Motorsport Manager with round number 7 at the Canadian Grand Prix in Vancouver. If you did miss the last episode uploaded a couple of days ago, be sure to check that one out before you see this one. Pretty decent episode that was. Missed out on what could have been a really fantastic, I'll say spoilers now, race win. Controlled the race all race long, then dropped off, with the last stint. Bit of traffic, the tyres just not able to keep up with what Hamilton was doing, but in the end still got a fantastic podium with Nico Rosberg. You can see here we're sitting pretty in 3rd place and 7th with Rosberg and Sainz, and obviously Leclerc did that amazing 2nd place, the one race he came in for in 10th place there. Team wise we're still 2nd, and we'll continue to try and see if we can keep 2nd place. But off the back of last episode, I talked a lot in that episode during the race about the balance between Carlos Sainz and Nico Rosberg's car, in terms of I gave most of the parts to Rosberg, and obviously that's working well for Rosberg. He was leading the race for a lot of the race, and obviously he's got a lot of raw talent. If you look at the drivers in terms of the star difference, you're talking a whole star there that Rosberg has over Sainz. So obviously Nico, a part of him will be dragging up the car, but I also felt like I was hindering Sainz way too much by giving Rosberg all the best parts. So what I've done actively for this race is I want to see how it goes, see what the balance is like. I've given them pretty equal cars. Now, you can see on the chart here, it's pretty well balanced. The only major one is probably acceleration. You can see is a bit in favor of Sainz, really, and then suspension seems to be a little bit in favor in Rosberg, and the same for low speed corners. Overall, though, on the setup opinion, you can see 8%. Rosberg says, awesome, my car's better than Carlos is, and then Carlos has 12% and says, awesome, my car's better than Nico. So both of them think they have a better car than each other. Percentage-wise, apparently, Carlos has a better car than Nico. But if we look through it, I mean, I've given the better engine to Nico, which isn't much, but it's a better engine. I've given the better brakes to Carlos, which isn't actually that much. It's about 10, which I don't really think is too much. I might be wrong there, but I don't think it's too much. Front wing, quite a bit, but Rosberg giving that to him. Gearbox-wise, probably just the same amount as the front wing, and I've given that to Carlos. We're kind of 1-to-1, because these first two are pretty much the same, I feel. 10s like here or there. Gearbox-wise, you can see I've given the better one to Sainz, and then rear wing, I've given the better one to Rosberg. That's a little bit iffy in terms of that's any better. And the suspension is better for Rosberg, but not as much as the gearbox was. So, kind of just about maybe in favor of Sainz if the track requires a good gearbox. Obviously, Canada would require a good gearbox, but it's quite a high-speed circuit. So, the crucial ones are suspension, high speed, and engine. So, I don't know. To my mind, I feel like I've given them very equal cars. Apparently, the game thinks I've given the better one to Carlos. So really, this will be a good test for me, especially just to kind of see what Rosberg can actually do by dragging up the car, and how much Sainz can do with a decent enough car, because I felt like he was getting hindered in South Africa a bit too much, because there was so many times where, and you guys saw it in the video, where I was just getting a bit frustrated that he couldn't overtake, he couldn't make the pass, partly due to the fact that this year we don't have ERS in this Season 3 of this career mode, whereas the first 2 seasons we did, but it definitely was very, very frustrating. It was almost like a real-life Grand Prix, just watching drivers unable to pass with dirty air. Like, Sainz just wasn't able to get past anyone in South Africa, so that's why I'm going for that. So anyway, we're going to go on to doing the actual pit crew, and we're going to swap these guys out because we need to get that mistake percentage a bit better, and I think that's pretty much it. I mean, we'll look at the hires and see. They're all pretty shocking. I'm going to reject you. You two have good front jacks. Our front jack at the moment, 19%. The mistake is 1.1. Actually, rear jack could do with some work as well. So, none of these guys are great, though, at rear jacks. That's a little bit annoying. Is there anyone here that's good at rear jack? This guy's actually good at rear jack. 17. Right, I know what we're going to do. We're going to swap these guys out. So, that's a rear jack of 1 less. But now, I'm going to hire this person with 19 tires, and I'm going to swap him in for this man with 11. So that's going to be net. I think our pit stops got a little bit slower, but not that much slower, I don't think. If I remember correctly, I literally don't remember what the number was right there, but I think they've got a little bit slower, but you can see the percentage mark is now a lot less for all those guys. Unfortunately, there's no one good on the front jack. Well, this guy's good at front and rear jack, but he needs to recover basically from his mistake percentage. I don't know how fast the mistake percentage can go down. I don't know if it can go down actually, but yeah, these two aren't great, so I'm just going to reject them. So that's the pit crew done, and that's as good as we're going to get it, really. So let's move on to the interview after the South African Grand Prix. Timo Glock's Asian being telling reporters, I'm interested in him. I'm going to say he's an interesting driver. We may look into it one day. That's going to give a little perk to Timo Glock, even though I don't even know where Timo Glock came in that last race. Couldn't really give a damn. But anyway, we've got a new set of rear wings being built, and that'll be built literally in 1 day's time, literally now. So there we go, we've got a brand new rear wing, so I will be able to make that reliable in a sec. So let's move on then to some parts. So one thing that I think the next part was, yeah, here we go, right, we're going to play that long-term play I talked about in last episode, I think, the rear wing. So now I'm going to do wrist level, wrist level, wrist level. Big high risk level, but look at that. That's a maximum of 873 right now. So we're going to build that part. It's going to, cost us a fair amount, and we're teetering on the edge of being almost at zero, but we can go into debt, remember, and we do still, for now, have a positive income of 1.7. So that's good for now, and this is a long-term play for next season, because clearly at the moment, as much as I would like to think, we do not have a car that can win us the championship, so we need to keep on thinking long-term and think ahead to Season 4 already, even though we're only, halfway through, I think, this season. But you can see this rear wing is 783, and the one we built was 800-something or other. I literally can't. This is how bad my short-term memory is. I'm like a goldfish. But anyway, we're going to do this reliability then, move that on, and we're going to get that nice and reliable 6 days before the race. That's fine. What else needs work? These brakes could do some work, and I guess the suspension never hurts, so let's go for, let's just keep that going then. So mail's fine. We just bought a new part, so let's mosey on over and just keep on checking the reliability here, because as soon as the rear wing is good enough, I'll take it off. So that's 50% right now, so let's just move on. We've got a little email for cycling for Rosberg. Cycling racing's come up, so his lung capacity is through the roof. So he's got fitness +1 and +5 on marketability for 20 weeks. Okay, Rosberg, decent. Thank you very much, Nico. Good stuff there for the team. I can't ever have any less marketability, because also Science doesn't have the best marketability, so Nico being +5 should hopefully help us. I mean, we're at 100% for Nico and the team. Jesus. But you can see Science is 45%, so that brings us down majorly. But we're still 81%. Not quite got the 5-star sponsor appeal due to Science. So, I don't know. Fingers crossed that maybe in the future Science can get a few more perks that brings up his marketability. But let's go through then. We've got a political vote coming up, but let's quickly check the rear wing then. 63. Okay, we're getting there. Let's look at this political vote then and see what's what. We've also got Nico's birthday here. Should we get him a nice present? What's his morale like, to be honest? I want to check what his morale is, and then I'll see. His morale is pretty damn high, so I think we can afford to not give him a birthday present, and a card will do. I mean, I don't fancy spending nearly our entire budget left on a party or whatever, so or a present. So a card will do. Sorry, Nico. Championship reminder: target's currently better than 5th place. All good. Right. Let's look at this. New vote on the GMA about pre-distributed tyre compounds. Okay, I haven't read into this, so let's see what this is about. So tyre compound choices are decided before the race by the GMA. This means that every team starts the weekend on an even keel. This rule will not benefit cars that are easy on its tyres. Apparently I'm easy on my tyres, which I don't agree with, but I don't know, would I want the GMA? See, the thing is, the GMA would probably choose some, very even distribution. So, I generally pick very even distribution of my tyres anyway. If you think about it, I always pick about 3 or 4 of each compound. Give or take, maybe 5 or 6 for the hard tyres, and only 3 for the softs. But if the GMA were to do equal, compounds, it wouldn't really affect me too much. And even if they did give us more of, say, the softs or the mediums, that's fine, because I could still work around with it in practice in my head, at least. So, I'm going to abstain, I think. I think I'm going to abstain. There's 2 to 3 right now. So, it's pretty even at the moment in terms of who we know is going to vote for what. So, I'm going to abstain. I think there are more important votes for us to be voting on. Tyre compounds, I think it's not really going to benefit us or disadvantage us. I'm just going to go abstain. I really couldn't call it. It's one of those things where if I don't know, honestly, which way it's going to go, I'd rather just save my vote. So let's go and see. Right, we've got a 7-6 rejected. So in the end, nothing has changed. So I could have maybe swung that by 1 vote. Or 2. Actually, I would have needed 2 to be honest. I would have needed 2, otherwise it would have drawn, and then Jean-Todt would have decided it. So I wasn't ever going to put 2 on this, because I didn't think it's that important. So good thing I abstained, because otherwise I would have just chucked away a vote for free. So there, thumbs up from me. Thank you very much. And Jean-Todt, more importantly, didn't have to get involved in some dodgy GMA deciding. Right, let's check this rear wing again. We're on 66, so we're getting there. Just maybe a couple of more days. Right about now. Let's see. 78. Okay, let's go for a little bit more. A little bit more. Top end speed. It's awesome to see us kicking so much arse when it comes to the top end speed of the car. It's reassuring. Well, thank you very much, Nico. Rosberg's a happy camper. So 2 more days. Wait, pause. Right, here we go. Mail, pre-race gossip, 1 sec. Okay, okay, that's all good. So let's remove these 3. We don't need that anymore. Let's move this to performance, and let's push the engine performance. Actually, that's only 1 off, so we don't need to do that. That's already at the maximum, so don't need to do that. So, what can we, let's remove all this. Right, brakes we can improve. Gearbox a little bit. Rear wing we can improve. Remember, if we improve this one, this is the one we can actually race with. The rear wing we're making right now, we can't actually race with. So let's improve this rear wing. Suspension there's 20 to improve there. There's, how much is that? That's 17. Okay, there's 20 to improve there. About what, 10? Right, okay, let's do suspension. And let's do the gearbox. Right. Okay, we're going to improve those. Okay, good stuff. Let's move ahead to Canada then and choose our tyres. So Canada was quite tricky last season, I think, if I remember correctly. It's going to be raining also in quali, so that'll throw things into the mix. High tyre wear. Let's go for... I don't think I used many super softs last season, so I'm going to go for 6. I'm going to go for 7... just in case. 7-2. Just in case in the race we decide we might want to use super softs. I doubt it, but let's see. Part fitting wise, I've already done, remember, so let's just move ahead to practice for the Canadian Grand Prix. Right, for the Canadian Grand Prix, I'm going to step in and give both the drivers equal footing in practice. We've given Leclerc two opportunities after his brilliant showing in Dubai for practice sessions, but I want to give Sainz the best opportunity to show off if he's got the stuff still, because last race was frustrating just watching him go backwards and backwards. I want to give him the best opportunity he can, so let's work on him. Even if it doesn't matter, it might not. I don't know if that's a game mechanic, but psychologically, I'm just going to put him in the car. It makes sense. Right, so let's go on with the setup. Okay, sending them out on the usual race knowledge just to try and get the levels up, but also checking the setup. It's in terms of weather, actually hang on, that's a bit of a weird one. Right, so there's a little bit of rain, not that much, but enough to be a bit annoying on our laps here. But you never know, because there's rain in quali. It's got me thinking. Obviously, we know from time to time the game likes to flirt a little bit with the info. So we've got some rain right now in practice. That might mean there's some rain in the race, because look at that, actually, around 90-minute mark, there's way more rain coming on the way. So this might be an interesting weekend, actually. We might have a good opportunity to do something magical here if it rains in the race, because you always know the AI definitely makes some weird calls when it rains, and we can try and take advantage of that if we can, if we're careful. And oh my god, 3 excellence, and I did that off the bat. That's not a safe setup from last season. Off the bat, 3 excellence there. Not the same story for Carlos Sainz, but wow, okay, Rosberg, Jesus, I nailed that the first time of asking, 98%. Very decent. Right, Nico, you can just go out on an 8-lap stint and try and get that race knowledge for the soft tyres then, before the rain really starts chucking down. Carlos, we need to do a little bit of work here. So I think I had Rosberg on a little bit less downforce than I'd put Sainz on. So let's work this out a little bit. Maybe he just wants a little bit less downforce. Right, Sainz is in. How's this setup going to be? Please be okay. It's got better in some ways and worse in others. Right, we went up from a good to a great on downforce. Went backwards on the acceleration. Right, so he wants a shorter gearbox then, so let's go about that much. I would say that's still great, so that really doesn't give me much info. Let's try that and send them out, and we'll see how that goes. Rosberg's still going round and round, and so we're already on level 1. You can see, oh my god, it's going to get to heavy rain. That was definitely not in the forecast. Right, let me bring in Science then. And he's going to be... 2 excellents are great. Okay, that's fine. Right, I may as well send him out on inters because he's going to have to... Oh, wait, hang on. I don't even know what... You know what? Send him out again just on this useless little one lap on the soft tires because may as well eke out. Really, it's like when you squeeze an orange, when you're making fresh orange juice. You've got to eke out the last bit before it starts chucking it down like now and bring them in. And I think Rosberg just crossed the line, annoyingly. Yeah, Rosberg's going to go for an entire lap of just uselessness now. But literally, that rain came in a flash. Like, that was literally a second, and, like, it turned from fine to full wet. Like, that's crazy. Right, I'm going to go on, obviously, the full wet tires now. We'll continue to do race trim, because we may as well. Actually, you know what? If it's going to rain in quali tomorrow, it might need some quali knowledge. So I'm going to go to quali knowledge for Science, get him on that early, and we'll keep on doing the race trim with Rosberg for a bit, try and get that to level 3. Then we'll do quali knowledge with Rosberg, but we'll put him on race... full wets, I'll do 8 laps. I don't know how long it's going to take for him to get level 3, but this is the plan now. But look at that. Very, very odd. The indicator said no rain, and we've got this very wacky session. So that's why I'm saying, even quali, it might be dry enough to get in some decent dry laps. And in the race, where it said it was going to be dry, it may turn out to be full wets at some point. So we could be in for a very bonkers little weekend here, and we could capitalise quite well. But... meanwhile, at the moment, right, how are we doing? So, we are going to get level 3, I would say, yeah. Wet tires will get level 2, I would say, at least, maybe. I mean, the sun's coming out now. I'll let them stay out, even though it's going to be inters, technically, right now. So I'll let them stay out for a few more laps. And we may as well just try and finish off, try and get level 2 on the wet tires. I'll bring Rosberg in now, because he's got the race knowledge there. Science is going to be naturally in anyway, due to the end of his quali stint. So that's actually fine. That's kind of perfect timing. So Rosberg's in. I'll send him out on a quali trim run now for 3 laps. And it's going to be dry to end the race. So let's get in some... Well, what we don't even have level 2 on the soft tire. So let's send him out for another soft tire stint. Try and get that up with Science as well. And then the last thing we'll do is focus on ultra soft tires. Because because if it's going to rain in quali, that's like the last thing we need, basically. So may as well concentrate on just quali trim, but getting enough knowledge for the race with the soft tires. Right, we're on level 3 on the soft tire, so I'm going to bring them both in, and then I'll send them out for ultra soft tires. So Science is in, send out still on quali trim, but we need to now move this over to the purple tires. We've got plenty of those, and the same for Nico when he's in. Where on earth is he on track? He's in sector 3. Let's zoom that bad boy in. Right, let's move on. Quali trim, sir. 3 laps. Ultras. There you go. Off you pop, son. Right, level 3 quali, level 3 race, level 3 soft, and level 1. At the moment, ultras. I don't know. It's going to be close. We could just maybe get level 2 if we're lucky. If not, level 1's still fine, because I'm hoping more so than this session, it's going to actually be raining for most of it, so we won't need... none of us will need the ultra soft tires, not even the AI. So yeah, I think we're not going to get level 2. It's going to probably stop just before we come back through, or maybe not. Yeah, it's going to stop. Wow, look how unlucky we were on that. That was literally like just a tiny tenth, like 1/10 there of the bar, and then we would hit level 2. But anyway, it's fine. Practice, the pace actually looks pretty good. P4 and P6. I mean, I don't really read too much into practice ever, but yeah, it's always good to be up there. So quali, is it raining? Yes, it is. Yep, that's some rain, and also there's a rain indicator there. That's good. So it is raining, although it's dry right now. But you can see it's damp on track straight away, so there's no point going out on the ultras. So I'm going to pick quali trim, and well, let's just go with the ultra soft just in case. Maybe there's a dry period just the end of the race. End of the session, just maybe. But let's move this on to tire choice inters. And tire choice inters, just so we don't have to faff around with that when we click continue and take qualifying. I'm going to send Carlos out straight away, and I will take a little bit of a break and send out Rosberg straight away, because you never know how wetter it's going to get later on this session. I'm going to put them both on auto, just because I don't I don't trust myself to control both of them at the same time. But you never know, if that bar goes up, we're going to need this lap right now, although it looks like it's going down a little bit. But let's see what the computer gets then for both these guys. So, Science, good and overheated. He's got a very nice bit of clean track, sort of. And I didn't see what that was for Rosberg. Hopefully you guys did. But pretty clean track for Rosberg as well. So, both of them with good, clean laps. So, let's fast forward this and see what's it going to be across the line for Carlos Sainz. And it's going to be a 1:21.6. Is that any good? Let's see. Rosberg does a 1:20. Oh, he goes. Well, I don't know what that. I don't know what the lap time is, but he's gone. How much is that? 1, 2. He's gone 4/10 faster. Okay. Right. Okay. Decent effort by both of them, and it is going to get dry. Look at that. Okay. Good thing I chose the ultra soft tire knowledge. It's going to get drier. So let's just bring them both in. We'll wait patiently for that dry period, which is literally going to be actually soon. Like as we come in, we probably could wait. Just one more bar's worth. We're going to wait one more bar worth, and then we'll go out. Right, fast forward that a little bit. Okay, I'm going to send out Rosberg now on ultra soft tires. Send out. I'm going to wait a little bit longer for Sainz, just a tad longer. Track grip's going to go up, so just wait, just wait, just wait. Going to go on auto for Rosberg. I'm going to try and give Sainz the best opportunity. Right, send him out now. Well, you know what? The track grip's going up and up and up. I might not want to send them out. I might want to wait a little bit and bring Rosberg back in and wait till the death. I think that's what I'm going to do. All right, I'm going to risk it. I'm going to risk it. We're in P11 right now. I'm going to bring Rosberg back in. We're going to wait. And I'm going to have to hope the rain doesn't come back. If it does, I'm screwed. If the rain comes back, I'm screwed. But I'm going to take that gamble right now that it doesn't. Right, I'm going to send Rosberg back out now. New set of Ultras, send out. And now I'm going to send out Carlos Ultras. Here we go. Decent-ish enough space. He's ahead of a Red Bull car, but let's see what Rosberg does then, and then we'll focus on Carlos later. So let's speed this up. Let's get him to the end of the lap, and let's see. Pierre Gasly goes fastest at the moment, so the track's going faster and faster. We've got Rosberg battling a Mercedes car. He's behind the Merc now, so hopefully he can get some good tow. And let's just see what the sector time is. Hopefully it's green in the first, so no purple, so it won't be... I don't know. We might not beat Gasly, so let's see. Gasly might be on for an amazing result. 2 greens, obviously, as you would imagine. Vettel's fastest now. We're going to be across the line. What's it going to be? It's P3. Decent. Carlos, let's see what you got, baby. Across the line. P15. God damn it. I think Carlos got held up with way more traffic. He's got the Red Bull and the Williams there. That's unfortunate, because Carlos, well, as I said, technically the computer thinks he's got the better car. That's unfortunate. That's just a bit of... That's also... It also started to rain at the very death there, so I think maybe Carlos got caught out a little bit. P3 for... No, P4 for Nico in the end, because Ricciardo came in, and Hamilton. P4 for Nico. P15 for Sainz. Right, so we've got a bit of work to do with Sainz. Rosberg, not so much. I think it's going to be another difficult one, honestly, for Sainz. I'm kind of dreading this. This might be another South Africa fiasco with Sainz. I need him to have a very good start here. Right, we're going race trim and soft tyres on the knowledge. It's going to be dry at the start of this race, and, well, I don't know. I have faith that it's actually probably going to be a dry race, I think, with the way it's gone. Race strategy at the start, we're going to, for Sainz, you know what? Should I start them both on Ultras? I feel like I want to start on Ultras just to keep up with the top pack and then move it on to soft. So I will start them both on Ultras, and we'll see how that goes. Driver strategy, attack, overtake. Let me just check. Right, so we've got 18 to 20 for the softs, and then 9 to 11 for the Ultras. So, you know what? One stop's almost possible. Almost. Probably not possible. Like, we're 31 laps there, so not quite. So, if we do... 1 set of Ultras and then 2 sets of softs, but I push them a lot harder on the soft tyres, so like we can play around with the tyre a little bit. Also, we can do an undercut on the Ultras and pit a little bit early if we need to. So we'll start on the Ultras, and that's how I'll do it. So I'm going to think probably to pit around fresh Ultras and 9 laps. Probably lap 8 or 9. 8 or 9 on the Ultras. Probably Rosberg will go to 9. Sainz will go to 8. And then I'll do... So we've got 33. So we've got 25 laps left. So we'll do 12 to 13 laps each on the soft tyres. So I know I can push them a little bit. Maybe go into the overheating phase for the soft tyres. But that should be fine until the pace starts to drop a little bit. So we'll play around with it. It's definitely going to be a fine balancing act. But I think that's the way to go. Technically, we could do 2 Ultras and 1 set of softs. But we don't have the knowledge on Ultras. So... I think that's the way to go. So let's see. But also, you never know. If it rains, then this entire strategy is thrown out the window. Right, let's go then to 5 red lights to the Canadian Grand Prix from P4 and P15. Let's focus on Sainz as we go to 5 red lights and we're out. And Sainz, it's a good start, but then he gets held up by those 2 cars. But he's going to go around the outside there for P14. P13, please, Carlos. Yeah, there we go. Making good progress already. Rosberg up into P3. Rosberg up ahead of Hamilton. Hamilton was on pole. Hamilton's now down to P6. Once again, Hamilton off pole position, off the front row, is bottling this, and he's down to P7. Rosberg in P4's Ocon has made another lightning start. Another Force India with a great start. And so Rosberg battles him. At the moment, Sainz is now directly behind the pole sitter in P8. That is amazing. That is amazing from him. Great stuff there. Rosberg at the moment, P3's got back ahead of Ocon then. It's a penalty for Ocon. It's a penalty for Ocon. That is great. So he's going to be out of our feathers. Let's go chasing after Sebastian Vettel and Ricciardo. Ocon pits for his penalty, I think that is. And Sainz now, no, he's not pit for his penalty, but he's dropped down one place. I think he had to give the place back to Hamilton, I think that was maybe. But Sainz at the moment, gone purple. Well, everyone's gone purple, obviously, but Sainz at the moment, got most purple, and he's in P6. So, literally, I said he needed a fantastic start, and he's done exactly that. He's done exactly that. So, let's go. Oh, no! I can't believe this. I can't believe you've done this, game. I can't believe you've done this. I can't. I'm in disbelief. I'm in disbelief. If my audio sounds funny, that's because I've literally gotten up from my chair and I'm standing up shouting into my room right now. So the microphone's going to pick up some very weird audio. But oh my God. He got up into P, what was it, 6. He had the fastest lap. He was so set. He was going to literally take the grid by storm. And you've now ruined it. You've ruined it, game. You've ruined it. Oh my God. Oh. This game makes my blood pressure boil sometimes, man. Like, this game pushes my buttons. Like, the F1 game from Cody's has never pushed my buttons. Oh my God. Come on. He's out. Oh, safety car. Do we pit under the safety car? We could get away with a free pit stop under the safety car, to be honest. No, I'll ignore that call. I'll ignore that call. Oh my God, look at that. In tatters. Sorry, guys. Really sorry. That was pathetic. Sainz. Come on, man. I've always had a soft spot for you in this series and in real life, but you are really putting forward a big argument to put Leclerc in the car next race, because he got a second place and you did not. I know you technically won the Australian Grand Prix. That happened but didn't happen in this alternative universe career mode save, but come on, man. Come on. Right. I'm going to go low. I need to save the fuel, save the tyres in this safety car region. Oh my God. I'm so gutted. I am so gutted. I'm sure some of you guys will be as well. God damn it. I also gave him like a pretty good car as well. Imagine if Rosberg had the best car now out of those two. Like he could have been first by now with maybe a little bit better of a car, maybe a better gearbox, something like that. Now we'll never know. Well, okay, we're going across the line. What? The tyres overheat. He's crashed out, man. Tyres overheated. He's crashed. What tyres are overheating? Of course they're overheating. He's on fire. Jesus, game. Right, how are we looking? Right, we're good on fuel. Let's go neutral now, because I don't want to let the tyre temps plummet that much. But, right, heading to the garage now. So we need to time this correctly and make sure we go on high fuel mixture as soon as we are going green. So I'll watch my trigger finger here. We'll go slowly, and we'll wait for overtake button to be clicked. Right, just be patient here, Arav. As soon as it goes green, we're going. We're going on overtake mode. Wait for it. Wait for it. Go. Overtake mode, attack. Come on, round the outside of Daniel Ricciardo. Come on, don't let Vettel through. Whatever you do, Rosberg. Come on, Nico. Come on. Chop. Come on, round the outside of the hairpin. Doesn't make anything work. Down the straight. Hamilton's come back into this thing now. From pole position, he bottled it, but now he's back to attack. But can we do anything on Daniel Ricciardo? We're getting close. But Hamilton's getting in closer. Oh my God, Hamilton's literally on our rear end now. Look at that. The top 4, 5, all so close together. Hamilton goes side by side with Vettel. Didn't work out. Hamilton's now right on the back of us. He might try something to turn 1. No, he doesn't. The two Ferraris go side by side, Paffett and Vettel. Meanwhile, Rosberg still trying to make something work with Ricciardo. It's not going to, and we need to start worrying about the tyre temps. Right, let's go neutral. We're still in overtake mode. Everyone is on overtake mode still. Ricciardo's on high. We'll go on high as well. So I need to play it. I can't go too kind of, just, I can't go too blinkers tunnel vision. I need to make sure I protect these tyres and fuel enough to keep going to lap 9 at least, or lap 10, as obviously we had the safety car period, so we can extend the gaps a little bit. But, oh my god, it's 3 wide into turn 1. Hamilton, and that's Vettel down my inside. And Rosberg also, no, he's up at the hole, no. He's down to P6. It's all gone horribly wrong, Rosberg, man. Oh, dear, Nico. It's gone wrong, Right, Paffett's pit. We need to... I think we need to pit this lap, to be honest. The tyre weigh is just not there. Right, let's push, let's attack. We're going to pit in probably very soon. Right, I'm going to pit in this lap now. We're on lap 9. Let's go to soft tyres and let's see this plan through. And let's try and get a bit of consistency going here. So we're going to overtake the Ferrari nearly. We're going to come in at the same time as the Ferrari then. It's a good pit stop. Oh, hey! We just about got ahead. Come on. Yes! Overtaking the pit lane. Awesome stuff. Okay, great overtake. Let's push. Push out the pit lane. Stay ahead, man. Stay ahead. No, stay ahead of the Toro Rosso. Come on. You got to do this. Right, high fuel mixture, neutral. Let's stay ahead of the Toro Rosso. Come on. P8. Good. Right. Right. Calm this down. Neutral, medium. Let's calm this thing down now. Fast forward. We got out ahead of Vettel. We've made a great overtake on Vettel in the pit lane. He's now just ahead of Paffett, and he's already wrecked his tyres quite a bit, whereas we've kept it nice and calm. Let's go conserve. For now, actually, you know what? Neutral. We don't need to go conserve. Remember, I can push these tires a lot more. So actually, Arav, don't go conserve. Let's start attacking a little bit. Let's attack this McLaren. Right, McLaren's going to come in. Neutral. Right, here we go. Right, where are we? We're P4. We're P4. We're ahead of Hartley. Vettel's still down there. Paffett's still down there. Bottas, Hamilton, and Ricciardo have all pit, and they've come out ahead of us. So the top 3, a podium is what we're chasing, basically. We're basically on our grid slot. We're P4. We're back to our grid slot. We're trying to chase a podium. I don't know how successful we'll be. Let's see, huh? Oh, Gasly's crashed. Gasly's crashed in the same place as Carlos Sainz has done. So yellow flags, no other situation there. So at the moment, Ricciardo leads 2.5 to Hamilton, to Bottas 3.2, 8.6 to us. We are 4 seconds ahead of Sebastian Vettel, who's now got clean air ahead of Ocon. 18 laps remaining. We've got a few people on super softs, so unlike me, people are using super softs in their strategy there. Well, 12 laps would be 31-21. So in 5 laps time, I could technically come in for another set of softs. Do I want to? I don't know. I could stretch this and go on ultras, but we've also got the pace on softs. So once again, I think I had the same situation in Season 2 Canada. I'm not too sure what to do on the strategy. I never had a Rosberg, remember, though, around Canada. So I don't know what Rosberg can really pull out the bag here. He's still saving fuel. That's my only dilemma here, because I burnt a lot of fuel at the start of the race. Our tyre wear is worse than Bottas and Ricciardo on soft tyres, because we pushed a little bit harder. Because I probably know I'm going to go on another set of softs, to be honest. They're saving fuel, so probably the best time now to go a little bit high. Try and push on whilst they're... Okay, people... Yeah, a lot of people are saving fuel now, so let's push on fuel. Because we're only minus 0.04, so we can afford to push a little bit more than others, I guess, right now. That makes sense. Right, lap 21, I'm starting to push Rosberg a little bit, and the gap is 3.5 to Bottas. It's not really going down, you can see. It's just kind of fluctuating between 3.4 and 3.5. So, a little bit... Oh, no, it's going down a little bit. It's going down a little bit. 3.3 now, the gap. So, we are gaining a little bit on Bottas. But now I think it's the time. I need to decide if I'm pulling the trigger here on what tyre. Right, I'm going to push Rosberg in now. Full out attack. I think I'm going to come in now for soft tyres. I'm going to play it safe on the softs, knowing we have the extra speed on the soft tyres. Also knowing that Vettel's pit. So, he's put onto ultras. I think if we put onto softs, with the added performance, we should comfortably still be P4. So, really, I need to make the play of, I know we're going to get P4, can I get P3? And I think you can see by the way I'm chasing down Bottas here, he's visibly there now. I think a podium's on if we go into soft tyres and just really push them. So, that's what I'm going to do. We're on 27% worn. Right, I'm going to continue going on. No, wait, I'll come in. Don't wear out the tyres way too much. Right. Yeah, soft tyres. Fast pit stop. Let's go, Nico. Let's go. Low fuel as you come in. Let's save some fuel under the pits. Right, you're in. Good pit stop. No mistake. Thank you very much. Right, going to go on medium fuel mixture. Going to go on attack on the out lap to really attack this lap. Get the tyre temps nice and up. And then we're going to go on neutral now. Right, 2.6 gain there. Hamilton's out ahead of us. What's the gap? The gap's 8 seconds, 8.9. Just about 9 seconds then to Hamilton. Bottas stays out. Right, let's continue to go high. We need to try and get ahead of Bottas. If we can get track position on Bottas, that would be really ideal. That would be very ideal. Right, Ricciardo's in. Where's Ricciardo? Ricciardo is behind Hamilton. Right, Hamilton's taking track position. So the undercut's worked for Hamilton then. The undercut worked for Hamilton. Hopefully it can work for us. Hopefully. Oh, safety car. Oh, what's that for? Oh, Verstappen's crashed. Verstappen's crashed. Well, oh, in the same plate. That corner is... I'm sorry, pause. That corner is not that dangerous. It's a chicane going right to the left. Why are they losing it on? Like, is it like a traction problem? Like they're losing the rear end and like they like fishtail wobble into the wall. Like that's the equivalent of the Wall of Champions in this game, basically. They're taking 3 people. Right, safety car. So we can go low fuel, back up. Oh, no. Do you know what that means? Oh, what a bastard. Bottas going to pit, and he's going to get a free pit stop. What an absolute mug. Verstappen, man. You give me another reason to get annoyed with you this episode. God damn it, man. You've basically given him a free 3rd place. Well, looks like I'm settling for P4 then. There's no way I'm going to do that then, because Bottas is going to get a free pit stop here. Me going slow. Yellow flags. Oh, my God. That's... Yep, there we go. Bottas has gone to the lead. He's gone from 3rd to 1st. What an absolute bastard. That is just... Wow. Well, 4th place it is. 19 seconds. Well, we are going to close up, but we're 90... Ah, my God. We're on the slowest tyre out of these 3. Vettel's going to be right behind us now, fresh supers. What a bastard, man. What a bastard, Verstappen. Right, we've got, how many laps left? 5 laps left. I'm on attacking right now to keep the tyre temps up because I've got soft tyres, so I can afford to be attacking even though we're under yellow flags right now under the safety car. And now I just wait once more to press attack and overtake mode once we go green. So let's fast forward a little bit, go through the lap, through the last couple of corners. Right, here we go. Waiting for the signal. Once the safety car is in, we can go overtake mode, and let's see if we can try and jump Ricciardo and or Hamilton. I don't know. I have a bad feeling Vettel's going to be very fast now on super softs there behind us. And we might have to settle for P5, which is going to be all of Bottas and Verstappen. It's not even Bottas' fault. It's Verstappen's fault for crashing and causing a second safety car. So, let's see. Well... There we go. Vettel down the inside. What did I say? Rosberg drops down to 5th place. Bloody brilliant. Bloody brilliant. Right. And now Ocon is on the back of us. Thank you very much, Verstappen, for nothing. Thank you, Verstappen, for nothing. Right, we're pulling away a little bit from Ocon. We're starting to close back up to Vettel, so trying to get back into the groove of this thing on overtake mode. They've got a lot of fuel to burn, so may as well stay in overtake mode. But, oh, no. Now we're not gaining on Vettel. Now we're really backing into Ocon. Please get away from him. Attack, attack, attack. Try and overheat the tyres. Just get away. Get away from Ocon. We can't afford to be there. Right, what's happening ahead? It's a... Ooh. Ricciardo and Bottas go side by side. Hamilton's now back in the lead of this Grand Prix. So Bottas, even though he did gain 1st place, he's now back down to 2nd. And he's battling for 3rd. And that's going to let Vettel into the fight. If those 3 fight enough. Hang on. Come on. Come on, lads. Start going 3 wide, please. Go 3 wide for about... I don't know. The remaining 3 laps, and we could catch up to you and overtake all of you, please. Thank you. Yes, thanks. Yeah, I'll send the postcard in the mail. Right, we're starting to overheat the tyres now. We've got 2 laps remaining. These guys are attacking. Let's attack. Let's attack. We've got nothing to lose now. 2 laps remaining. Let's do what they're doing and push it. We're on high fuel mixture. We're a little bit iffy on fuel, so let's go medium. But full-on attack now. Ricciardo is susceptible. Vettel's now comfortably in 3rd place. He's chasing after Bottas, who is on ultras, chasing after his teammate for the lead of this Grand Prix. So it's all getting rather exciting for the AI up ahead. But could we get a susceptible Ricciardo? Let's see. We're full out attack here. Let's speed this up to the last lap of the Grand Prix. Right, last lap. We've got some fuel to burn. Let's use it. Overtake mode now. And let's slow this thing down. Meanwhile, at the front, is Bottas near? No, Bottas is not near to Hamilton, so it looks like Hamilton has that in the bag. Vettel's near to Bottas, though, and where are we? Where are we? No, we're not getting enough on Ricciardo there, and now we're dodgy on fuel. That's not great. Hulkenberg's up into P6, though. Wow, look at that. Ocon dropped off massively. Ocon dropped off big time. He's P11 now. Jesus. Hulkenberg out of nowhere. He's done a fantastic job to be in P6, and now I am just about okay on fuel, but it is going to be P5. So close to P4, but in the end of it, that is a rather frustrating Canadian Grand Prix. I got screwed over by Sainz. Firstly, Sainz himself could have been right up here fighting for good points, but that safety car sort of helped us. Verstappen then crashing, that definitely did not help us. If Verstappen did not crash, I am adamant I would have been ahead of Bottas. Yes, he could have overtaken us, but we would have had a fighting chance. And more importantly, Vettel would not have been anywhere near us. He would have been on worn ultras, and we would have had a guaranteed minimum P4. But because he pit under the safety car, he was able to get P3 in the end. So I probably should have, in hindsight, pit under the safety car, because if Vettel was pitting, I had nothing to lose. I should have pit under him. But at the time, I was so angry about Verstappen and Bottas. Mad. That was a roller coaster of emotions for that Canadian Grand Prix. That was a big roller coaster of emotions. But if you guys enjoyed it, because who doesn't love a good roller coaster, then do hit that like button. Let's try and aim for over the 1,000 likes, guys, if we can. Let me know in the comments below what you thought of that. P5 then. So, we go down one in the drivers. I don't really care too much about the drivers at this stage, because obviously we're not fighting for championships with these two. Constructors-wise, still ahead and still on second. So, all in all, can't be too disappointed, although I am, because the potential once again was there. Like South Africa, the potential was there. Just not, some of the courses didn't go our way. Some of them I maybe didn't do as well. And the car just doesn't have the fight, especially on the restart. Both times on the restarts, you could clearly see the car didn't have the oomph push to attack straight away like the other drivers could. So that was annoying. But morale down 3.7% there. And relationship with the mechanics gone down 15% with Sainz, because that's a really bad mistake for him. But 1.5 million in the bank then, so green race. So yeah, all in all, decent episode. So once again, guys, hit that like button if you did enjoy it. I'll see you guys next time. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day. If you're new around here, do get subscribed for weekly Formula 1 content, and I'll see you guys next time. Like I said, goodbye.